Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called That's an Odd Point to Make by Will Power. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9, such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 once each. We have pointer arrows here, where numbers on arrows sum to the number in the arrow's circle. So that's typical arrow Sudoku. Also, arrow tips point toward another cell containing the same digit as the arrow's circle. And the value in the arrow tip indicates the distance from the arrow tip to this cell. Numbers may repeat on arrows if other rules allow, and arrow circles are always odd. Interesting. So the digits in arrow circles are always odd. So you could have, say, something like 2 and 4. And, okay, that doesn't work. 2 and 5. And then this must be 7, because this must be the sum of 2 and 5. And this 2 on the tip of the arrow says that the digit in the circle this arrow is attached to, if you go 2 away, it must be the same digit. So therefore, that would be a 7 if that were the case. So that's how pointer arrows plus work, or an example of how they work. And then finally, we have crop key pairs, where numbers with a white dot between them are consecutive, and not all possible dots are given. So if this were a 7, this would have to be a 6 or an 8 to make sure that these digits are consecutive. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. This digit must be pointed at to one of these cells. Well, the only way you can get there is 1. So then these digits are the same digit. So, and they have to be odd. So it's either 7 or 9 here, because it's 3 unique digits adding up to that digit. This cannot point to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can only point to 6 digits. So this has to be 6, which forces this to be 7. To add up to 7, this must be a 2-4 pair. 7 has to be 6 down here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a 7. This is, again, a 7 or 9 because it has 3 unique digits that add up to it. Let's see. This can be pointing to at most 1 or 2. So this is 1 or 2. This points to 1, 2, or 3. So it's 1, 2, or 3 here. This points to 1, 2, or 3. Also cannot be 1, so it's 2 or 3, which is consecutive with 2, 3, or 4. So we're guaranteed a 3 here. This digit points to 1 or 2, so this is 1 or 2 here. This points to 1, so this must be 1. And this digit is the same as that digit. So I guess we'll make them both orange. So this is 1, which eliminates 1 here. So this must be 2 or 3 that it's pointing to. This points to 1, 2, or 3. So that's 1, 2, or 3. This points to at most 6. So 1 through 6 here, 1 through 6 here. This points to at most 5. Oh, this can't be 7, though. So it cannot be 5 there. So it could be 1, 2, 3, or 4 that it's pointing to. So that's 4. This points to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, but cannot be 1, 6, or 7, cannot be 3, so it's 2, 4, 5 as possibilities. So this adds up to 7, so it's 2, 5, and 3 as a possibility. This is an odd digit. It has to be at least 1, 2, and 2 because it's odd. So this is 5 or 9 here. This is similarly, so these two must add up to an even digit. So this has to be, if it adds up to an even digit and there are 2 digits here, it's at minimum 2 and 4. So this has to be 7 or 9 also. Interesting. Huh. That means this digit is 5 at most, so it's 3 or 5 here. Okay. Because of the 7-9 pair in the box. None of these could be 7, so this can't be, and this can't be 7 here. So this is, it can't be 3 because of the 3 in the column to be in consecutive digits. So this is 5 or 9. This digit is odd, and it's at least 2. Cannot be 3. This is 5 or 9. That eliminates 5 and 9 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 5, this can't be 2. What is the remaining digit then in column 2? It has to be an 8. So this is 8. If this is 5, this would be 1 through 4. Adding up with 1 through 4 here. If this is 9, it has to be 5 through 8. No 7 here. Interesting. These digits can never be 8 because 1 plus 1 plus 8 would add up to 10. So this is at most 7. This can't be 1 though, so this can't be 7. These have to be less than 5, so this is at most 4. Okay. Oh, this digit must be one of these 2 digits. So it cannot be the same as this, and therefore this cannot be 3. Therefore it's 2. Therefore this is 7, and this is 9. Right? This digit here, so this digit can point to 2 or 3 away, because it can't be 1. So it points to that or that. If it points to that, this cell also points there, and is one of those 2 digits. So therefore these cannot be the same digits, so this must be 2, which makes this 3. So this is 3 away here. This is 2 away, so this must be a 7, which makes this a 9. So this is 9 there. This has to be 3 or 5. It cannot be 9 because we already have a 9 in that box. This is, so 3 and 2 add up to 5, and 3 and 6 add up to 9. So 3 cannot be here. 3 can't be here either. This cannot be 9 because it has to be one of these 2. So it's 3 or 5. So this is 3 or 5. If this is 3, this could be 1 or 2. If it's 5, this would be 3 or 4 with it. So 2 cannot be here anymore because 2 in the box. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 5, which means this is 1 or 4, or 2 or 3 adding up together. If this is 1 away, this is 5, and then this has to be 5. So that would be 1 and 4. If this is 2 away, this has to be 3, because this can no longer be any other digit, and it's odd. So then this would be 1. Okay. This digit is odd, and this has to be even. So this has to be 1 away here. So this is the same as this. We're going to mark those as yellow, I guess. This cannot be 9, so this is 5. So this is 5, which makes this 2. So 2 cannot be here. This cannot be 5. This is 9. This must be 1 and 4 with 5 or 8. That makes this a 3. So this cannot be... You cannot have a 4 here, because you would have to be 1, 4, and 4, and that would be duplicated. You cannot have 3 and 5 here anymore, so this is 1, 7, or it's 2, 6. 7 cannot be 2 away, because that's a 9, so this must be 4, which makes this 3. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 2, which means this can't be 2. This is 1, which means this digit is 1 away here, so this is a 5. Which makes this 4 and 1 adding up to 5. We celebrate the 3 in the corner because we know we're getting close to solving it. This can't be 1 here or 1 here. This can't be 2, so this can't be 3 to add up to 5. To add up to 7, it's 1, 2, and 4. This can't be 1 or 2, so this is 4, which makes this 1, which makes this not 1, so it's 6 and 2. Adding up with a 1 to add up to 9. This digit is odd, and it does not contain a 1. This digit is odd, and it has 3 digits that it adds up to. Cannot be 5 or 7, so this must be 9. This can't be 5 or 9, and cannot be 3, so this is 7. So... to add up to 7, you can't have 1 here, so it cannot be 1, 6. So it's 2, 5, or 3, 4, but this can't be 3 or 5. This can't be 2 or 4. 3 away is a 7, so this must be 3 away. And that's 3 and 4. This cannot be 3, 4. To add up to 9 without 3 or 4, it has to be 1, 2, and 6. This can't be 1, so this becomes a 2, 6 pair. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 6 and 2, which forces this to be 1. This can't be 1 anymore, so that's 2, which makes that a 3. And that does point to a 5. That's 2 away. Okay, so let's look at all the arrows. They should all be pointing correctly. 1 and 6 add up to 7, and 6 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 7. 1, 2, and 4 add up to 7. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 2 and 4. 1, 2, 4 adds up to 7, and 1 away is a 7. So this cannot be 1 away because that's a 2 here. So this must be 4 away, and that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a 9. So this is satisfied. 4 and 1 add up to 5. 1 away from here is 5. That's satisfied. 1, 4, 2 add up to 7. 2 away is a 7. 2 and 3 add up to 5. 2 away is a 5. 2, 3 adds up to 5. And 1, 2, 3 is a 5. 1, 2, 6 adds up to 9. And 1 away is a 9. 4 and 5 add up to 9. And 4 away is a 9. 1, 3, 1 adds up to 5, and 1 away is a 5. 3 and 4 add up to 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4 away is a 7. 4 and 3 add up to 7, and 3, 4 away. 3 away from here is 7. 1, 2, 6 adds up to 9, and 6 away must be a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a 9. So, let's see. The rest we have to be able to do from Sudoku. Okay, where's the one in box 4? It has to be here. That gives, where's the one in box 2? It has to be here because it can't be here and here. We have 8 ones, so the last one has to be here. 2s. 2 in box 7 has to be here because it cannot, it's in row 9 too. So these cells can't be 2 because 2's in the boxes, and these are filled out, so that's 2. That gives us 8 2s, so we know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be here. 3s. 3's in box 5 cannot be here because 3 in the column, can't be here because of 3 in the row, so this must be 3 there. It's kind of not restricted in boxes 1, 2, and 3, though. So let's look at 4s. Where's 4 in row 4? It has to be here because it can't be here because of 4's in the boxes there. We have 8 4s. We should know where the last 4 is. It has to be here. 5s. Where's the 5 in row 5? Cannot be here or here because 5 is in the boxes, so it has to be here. Where is 5 in box 3? Cannot be here or here, so it must be one of these two, which means this cannot be a 5 in box 9. Where is the 5 then in box 9? It has to be here. So that's 5. But we don't have any other restrictions. 6s. 6 cannot be here in box 8, so it must be here. Where's 6 in box 4? It has to be one of these 3, so this can't be 6, which makes that a 6. 6 cannot be here in box 6, so it must be here. That leaves this as a 6 in box 4. 6 cannot be here in box 2, so it must be here. That gives us 8 6s. We know where the last 6 has to be. It has to be here. 7s. Where's the 7 in row 3? Cannot be here because 7's in the same box, so this is 7 there. 7 in box 9 can no longer be here, so it must be here. 7 in box 5 cannot be here, so it must be here, which leaves this as a 7. So that's all the 7s. 8s, we only have that 8, so 9s. Where's the 9 in box 4? It's here. Where's the 9 in box 5? Cannot be here, so it must be here. Where's the 9 in box 2? Can't be here, so it must be here. And that's all the 9s. So we've done the 1s, we've done the 2s. 3s still aren't limited enough. 4, we have 8 4s, so we know the last 4 is. It's there. 5s, we have 5 can no longer be here, and it can't be here anymore, so this is 5. We have 8 5s, we know where the last 5 has to be. It has to be here. 6s, we have all of them. 7s, we have all of them. 8s, we know where certain 8s have to be. It has to be here, 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 and here. This 8 eliminates 8 as a possibility in box 1 here, so this must be 8 here. That eliminates 8 in box 2 here, so this must be 8 here. That gives us 8 8s, so the last 8 has to be here, and the remaining digits are all 3s. So this is 3, 3, and 3. And that's the solution. Yeah, fairly straightforward. I've done pointer arrows before, and they do add an interesting little mix to restrictions and stuff. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.